Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie is Ash. I'm kind of excited about this. A woman wakes up on a distant planet and finds a crew of her space station viciously killed. Her investigation into what happened sets in motion a terrifying chain of events. Okay, well, that woman is Eiza González, big man. And Aaron Paul is in it as well. Uwais is also in it, who I recognize. But just for those two alone, Eiza González and Aaron Paul, I'm going to watch the movie, right? Now, it is 5.5 on IMDb. It just came out today. Today's Tuesday for me. 1,424 people rated it so far. It is an alien invasion, monster horror, psychological thriller, space sci-fi, survival horror, sci-fi, and thriller type of movie. So if you don't know what kind of movie it is, now you do. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of, what am I watching? Looks like there's an Ash. There might be a post-credit scene. I didn't realize that, so I just paused it. We'll see. Hopefully, that'll make the outcome a little bit better. I have to say, not a fan. Um, I don't know how much I love sci-fi movies the way it is. Alien invasions or alien body snatcher kind of movies. But that's what this is like, right? Which is okay. I don't mind that. But here's why I didn't like it, I don't think. So the first hour is extremely slow going and boring, to be honest with you. Eiza González is the main character, and she was great. Really quick, one thing I do want to say is if they're really going to get rid of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, I think Eiza's our next one. That was one thing that rang true throughout this entire film. I think she could be the next Wonder Woman. Anyway, that is one takeaway. But the whole hour of the movie is just really, you're not sure what's going on, and I think it's meant for that reason, right? I mean, they want some ambiguity in there. She wakes up on the floor. She has no memory. She's starting getting pieces of the memory back, but her entire crew has died in some form or fashion. She's the only one around, and she's trying to figure out what's going on, right? And so that is the hour, and it's really long. Like that, you know what I mean? We went that a whole hour just to do what I told you. Really, there's not much else. Now, Aaron Paul shows up, and so he was on like a remote ship and comes down, and is trying to figure it out as well. So there's that piece of it, but that's it. And then the next 30 minutes the next 20 minutes is, okay, here's what happened, right? You have your own thoughts on what you think could happen and all that, but I don't know. That's really it for me. And then, okay, this is what happened. I had my own idea. I was pretty close. I really didn't care at this point because I've been an hour waiting to get there. And I just don't understand the alien when we get into that. So that whole piece, I get it. It was part of the delivery. This is what we want you to be confused so that you don't know what's going on, and then we're going to show you everything. Many movies like that. That's great. It just, I don't know, wasn't delivered correctly to me and to my liking. So if that interests you, go check it out. But for me, not so much. And it's really only her. There's no character development. The lack of memory, she's seeing little pieces of it. And even as we get through the end of this movie, very little bit about everybody else, including her. The idea is they went to these other planets to find another Earth, right? But we don't know anything about her. We don't know anything about the crew members. Aaron Paul, what you get in this movie is the only connection you get with them. But I will say this: I want to talk a little bit more openly. I know a lot of you have already watched the movies after we see this, so I'm not going to ruin the ending. But spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Okay, this alien, we know, like I said, body snatchers, right? The alien's going to take over people's bodies. Who's going to take over? Whatever. But when you see it, and this whole ship is infested with it, and one little one gets out and infests, somebody. Okay, those that will remain nameless, right? Okay, great. Takes on a power of its own and starts attacking and doing all these things and then jumping around, right? Just like you would think an alien with that superior knowledge would do. But then at one point, she's able to lay down on the table, with no interaction from this alien and just, take it out. What? You know what I mean? And then it like manifests into Aaron Paul, and she's able to disintegrate it. It just makes no sense. I mean, they should have superior knowledge. Like they can talk. We can understand what they're saying, and at one point. But then this is it. Just when it comes down to okay, now we need to end this movie. How are we going to do it? Well, of course she's going to find that same machine and have it extracted very easily. No problem there. It might jump into somebody else, but we'll get it taken care of. Wow, is this moving on me? Check that out. Whoa, all right. So I don't know how I did that, but that's cool. I kind of interacted it, so I'll try and stay still. So that was my other problem with this, all right? So it was a little slow going, and then they all wrapped it up real quick for you, and then it was just like, yeah, this crazy alien that has this awesome, whatever, is really not that cool, and it's very easy to take care of if you just lay down next to a laptop. And then then I was thinking at the end, just to take it a step further, like we only need one of you. You should be happy to be part of our community or whatever it was. It was like this is the greatest thing ever. But yeah, but then like when she was traveling at the end, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? It's in her still, and she's gonna come back to Earth and infect us all. That makes a great movie. No, she gets her memories back. Memories. Oh, wow, what a great crewmate. It was her fault that this all happened. It was her fault because she went and played around and did all this, and this one alien can get out from a sealed thing, but like couldn't get out of the console of the computer thing. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, okay, you know what I mean? Like that just, there's so much wrong with all of that. So that was my disappointment. There you go. That's what I got. I complained a lot. I apologize. But check out now it stopped. I don't know how I did that. It must be a magic word or something. But hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.